Welcome to a new episode of the Ocular Insider podcast. My name is Günther Stadler, and I'm very pleased to welcome Dr. Andrés Benatti from Argentina to the show today. Andres is a specialist in corneal and refractive surgery and the co-founder of Dry Spa. Welcome, Andres.
Thank you so much, Gunter, for having me here. It's an enormous pleasure to be with you and the EastWing family here in Entrepreneur and having this space to talk and share our ideas. It's great. Thank you.
Let me start with my first question about your dry eye skills. Andres, you treat many patients with dry eye. After all, you're also a cornea specialist and refractive surgeon. And you see a lot of dry eye in those cases as well. From your perspective, what is the single most important thing when seeing these patients?
Without any doubt, I would say that the most important thing right now for dry eye is the education of the patients. For me, it's the base of everything. We have the diagnosis platform to educate our patient. They will understand what is happening in their eyes, uh, and this is the key for a successful treatment. Because otherwise, patient doesn't know what is a meibomian gland, what is a keratitis. They don't understand it, and it's normal, right? Because they are not expert in ocular surface. But when you show to the patients how is the meibomian gland, how is the breakup time, they understand and they have more adherence to the treatment. So for me, it's very, very important.
Wow, well, I couldn't agree more. I really like the idea that education shouldn't be limited to patients only. It should include everyone. Often, patients are combined by friends, family members who also want to understand the root of the problem. Am I right?
Absolutely. I think there is more awareness of the disease, but we still have to keep working, keep pushing to educate the people, our population about dry eye, because it's a disease that is suffered by a lot of people, right? As we know, because our lifestyle, because our culture. Well, there are so many reasons that we already know, but uh, we're seeing different age of patient with dry eye, kids, teenager, young people, of course, older people, but we need to keep educating people about this.
Andres, you really hit the nail on the head. I've had the chance to hear several of your talks, and what impressed me most is how you've helped shift the perspective of many of your ophthalmology colleagues, especially regarding the age of dry eye patients. You've made it clear that screening shouldn't be limited to older individuals, as we learned from the past. So you've brought much needed attention to a younger group that's often overlooked. You call them gamers.
Well, today, Michael Roshen, he was talking about gamers, right? Because it's a real problem. There are more than 4 billion gamers in the world, right? So, and these people spend so many hours on the screen, 12, 16. You cannot imagine. You have to talk with a gamer, and it's insane the hours that they spend on the screen, on the computer, on the TV, playing and gaming. So they are suffering a lot of dry eye. And even now that when we have professional gamers, they are part of the professional teams with psychologists, nutritionists. They will need an ophthalmologist and they will need treatment and they will need some preventive treatments, right? Because they are professional. So this is another area that the ophthalmologists uh, have to act. We have to act. We have to be aware about this and help them, of course.
Do you have any specific approach when it comes to the younger generation? Something to help prevent them from developing dry eye syndrome in the first place?
I told them like this is like go to the dentist. You have to come at least twice per year, right? So let's try to maintain your ocular surface health and let's avoid to have symptoms because uh, we are reaching late, right? The pathology when you are symptoms, dry eyes, signs. So let's try to go before that and let's keep your health, ocular surface health. And It's not easy because, as you said before, this is young people. They don't feel maybe symptoms. It's not easy to educate them, but we have to keep doing this and keep trying, right?
You have now managed to change my mindset and adapt the statistics, which are now several years old, to the new situation.
We have another huge group of people, young people, that they are in the tech industry. Companies like Amazon, Globant, they have 50,000 employees, and they spend 8 hours on the computer, and the productivity of these people is reduced because they have dry eye symptoms. And there is another problem that we're going to have in the future, and the companies, they have to understand this. We have to take care of our employees. We have to take care of their health. So this is another huge group that we're going to have trouble problems in the future.
So, thank you for your clear words. I would now like to talk to you about dry spa. What can we imagine by this, and how can we bring your concept closer to the audience?
Well, dry spa, it's a new concept. We think about this since the beginning as a new concept, a new um, idea of a dry eye center. So at this moment, we have four dry spa in Argentina, two in Latin America, in Uruguay and Guatemala, and we're opening the new one in Europe, the first one in Europe, in Spain. So we're very happy. We are growing, and we are trying to change the way to diagnosis and treat the dry eye with workflows, guidelines, process, marketing, branding. We offer everything to premium eye clinics to implement a dry eye unit in a faster way and in a efficiently way. It's a lot of work, yeah. And believe me, it's not easy, but we're very happy.
Thank you very much for your explanation. Due to your extensive experience in the field of dry eye, do you have any special experiences or tips and pearls you want to share or pass on?
You know very well that there are some cases that are very challenging, uh, and some patients that they have a severe dry eye, and it's not easy to give a solution just in 1 second, right? This is a chronic disease. We have to be beside our patient. We have to understand. We have to listen, as we just here in one of the talk. We have to listen with empathy and understand that our patients are suffering. And sometimes we have to give a comprehensive management. It's not just the ophthalmology. We need to offer nutritionist service, psychology service, psychiatric service, orthomolecular medicine services, rheumatologists. I would say that it's important to create a network of different specialists, not working with you in your clinic, but at least you need to have a quick contact with them, right? To send this patient, because we are not alone, the ophthalmologists. We can't face this problem alone. We need a multidisciplinary work with different colleagues.
Do you also know the situation where patients have already been to several ophthalmologists before visiting your clinic?
Absolutely, yeah. Happens all the time, and that is the challenger. I mean, we need to understand those patients and offer solution, at least the best possible solution. This is not magic. There is uh, a magic solution. There is not a magic solution, but at least we have to be with the patients and explain and educate again about the situation and about the chronic disease as dry eye, and let's do our best.
Andres, thank you very much for sharing your experience with us and for doing this interview with me for the Ocular Insider podcast. Thank you for your inspiring words, and I'm really looking forward to our next meeting. And I wish you all the best and many, many happy patients. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Gunter, and the family of Iswin. You are always supporting us, and for us, have you uh, in our back. It's excellent for us, and we are so happy to have you on the team and having your support. It's always a pleasure. Thank you so much, my friend.